Hi, Mr. Squares. My name is Noelle Yang, and I'm the Technology Coordinator from the Greenland Public High School. Our school has recently devised a technology plan to incorporate podcast into our curriculum, and we will definitely need your support and approval to launch this program. As you're the superintendent of this whole school district, we might even be able to extend this program and bring it to a larger scale. This year, the world has been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. More or less, many schools have gone through stages when classes were completely held online, lessons were taught online, assignments were submitted online, through virtual meetings, LMS, emails, even through social media. Teachers can get really creative when schools aren't prepared for such crises. Perhaps the only good thing this pandemic has brought about is the realization of the imminence to transform our school into modern, digitalized schools. The American schools are desperately in need of a digital plan that creates a virtual environment to facilitate smooth teaching and learning for times like this. For us, part of the plan was to utilize podcasts in our school. Our technology team from the Greenland High School, after weeks of researching and surveying, has designed a podcast implementation plan, which include number 1, an overview of the possibility of utilizing such a program, number 2, an innovation configuration map that identifies and evaluates different levels of utilization, number 3, a communication plan to bring everyone on board and hold accountability for more than 3 semesters, and number 4, some example podcast we made on our own. If you could kindly provide me your email, I will send you all the details, including our podcasting links. As you might know, the podcast is a media format similar to radio programs, but they are online audio files that allow the listeners to download and play at any time and anywhere. Podcast has thrived throughout the past decade and has attracted attention from educators all over the world. It has been adopted for language learning, supplementary teaching, educational discussion, and so on. Schools can use podcasts to communicate, teach content, extend reading, and to encourage student creation. Unlike other technologies that are usually complicated and expensive, podcasts are very easy to make and do not need too many fancy equipment. Teachers and students only need 4 basic things to create their podcasts. Number 1, a smartphone. Number 2, a hosting app. Number 3, a script. Number 4, a quiet room. There are many free hosting apps online and it's very easy to find. Our school, on the other hand, is aiming to incorporate podcasts into our curriculum and to maximize its utilization. Our plan is to train teachers and students to use podcasts for teaching and learning, provide technical support to the classroom, periodically assess the progress and the extent of the implementation, and also to create a school podcast of professional quality. To begin our program, we will need support from you and the upper administration, both financially and procedure-wise. Facilitating a school podcast could extend public communication to a popular platform in a professional manner. This school podcast will also allow teachers and students to participate and to use the facility to create. In order to create a podcast of professional quality, we will need to purchase professional equipment like computers, recording and editing software, microphones, headphones, mixer, pop filter, and so on. We also need to pay a hosting service and other additional expenses. Our plan is to facilitate at least 5 podcast rooms, and the estimated cost is only around $10,000 to $30,000, and the annual recurring cost is around $1,000 to $6,000, depending on the quality of the equipment and services. I could also send you a budget plan for more details. This podcast program can bring significant change to Greenland High School and help it successfully adapt to the digitalizing world. It could also prepare our school for future crises like now. So tell me what you think, Mr. Squares, and I hope to gain some feedback and approval from you. Thank you.